just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Always looks differently somehow in the camera than when I actually on a live stream. So anyway, with calm, just adjust the camera a little bit so that's a little bit more aligned with the view. Okay, there you go. Okay, so today we're going to do gentle breathwork practice. First thing I always like to cover, in case it's a person's first time joining, is seating position. Very, very important for breathwork, meditation. Anytime you're going to be in one place for a while on the yoga mat. And so we'll start off with what's called thunderbolt. So knees and your toes are on the mat. I put the mat sideways to make a little space. You'll see why in a second. The position thunderbolt, this is just a little extra yoga share, works really, really well, by the way, after meals, lunch, dinner, even breakfast. If you do this for 5 to 10 minutes, it eliminates that drowsy feeling because it blocks the circulation to the lower part of the regions and lets all the blood focus on the digestion. So, little yogic share, handy trick. Now we're going to go forward from here, what's called the gracious pose. So keeping the large or big toes touching, separate the knees, take a yoga brick, and then just slide it underneath like a bicycle seat. Catching the base of the spine and aligning the spine vertically for a good posture, and it facilitates a deep breath. So here we are, gracious pose. If you find this a little difficult, sitting on the block, issue with the thighs or something like that, you can always put a second block underneath and be set up a little bit higher. But it's up to you. Or if you're more comfortable, take your favorite seated position, cross-legged. So we'll begin now. Take your forefingers and thumbs, place your palms on your knees in mudra. Roll your shoulders back. Deep inhale and exhale. Remember, all the breathing today through the nose. And we'll start just with a bit of breath awareness. Take your right hand, placing on the abdomen. Feel the gentle expansion, contraction with each breath. And now open our eyes and place both hands together here, just in front of the abdomen, the very base chakra, the Muladhara area, and fingers are facing each other but not touching. And this practice that we're going to do is called Prana Mudra. It's one of my favorites, particularly early in the morning and at sunset. It really moves the energy with the breath. You can feel it as you're going here, starting at the base, raising the hands up, inhale breath. Focus as you go past each chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra. As you're raising the arm, hands up, a slow inhale, make it all the way to the top, the crown here. Then the palms facing up, elbows towards the mat. Once you're at the top, make a retention of breath. 5 Om, 4 Om, 3 Om, 2 Om, 1 Om. And then just retrace your steps. Hands coming back down. You can go across the throat chakra, heart chakra, way to the bottom. Once you've completely expelled the air, then you can just calmly come back up again for the next inhale breath. Once you find yourself here at the top position, palms facing up, you can actually go for a little longer if you're comfortable with it. Do a retention of breath for 10 ohm, 9 ohm, 8 ohm, 7 ohm, 6 ohm, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. But do whatever is comfortable for you. And then exhale breath. Retracing your steps back down. Now we'll continue. We'll go for 10 rounds from here. And when you're finished, if you finished before, just feel free to place your hands in mudra back on the knees, and we'll continue from there. Again, make the retention breath at the top, the time that is comfortable for you. A little bit more, a little bit less. Keep the eyes closed. Just focus on the breath, matching the movement with the breath. So continue if you're still with your rounds. And for anyone who's finished, just place your hands again in mudra. And we'll wait a moment so we're all synchronized for the next practice here. So again, just keeping the eyes closed, noting and enjoying the sensation of having moved the breath and the energy from the base of the spine up to the crown. Okay, now we'll open our eyes. If you're familiar with alternate nostril breathing, you can keep the eyes closed, but perhaps you want to just watch if this is your first time. So take your right hand, place it on your right nostril, your middle finger and your forefinger there on the forehead. And what we're going to do with the alternate nostril breathing is do all the breathing 5 rounds to one side, the inhale and the exhale. Keep the other hand in mudra on the knee, and you're going to take a slow inhale here, filling up the abdomen, chest, everything full of air, and then make a retention at the top. So once you're completely full with breath, we'll say for 10 ohm, 9 ohm, 8 ohm, 7 ohm, 6 ohm, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. And then through the same nostril, exhale breath. Nice and slowly, completely compressing the abdomen, getting all the air out. And then we'll make a retention of breath for half of whatever the inhale breath was. So in this case, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. And then repeat, gently bringing the breath back up the same nasal passage. Once you're full, the breath is there. Retention, 10 ohm, 9 ohm, 8 ohm, 7 ohm, 6 ohm, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. And then exhale, again to the same side. Getting all the air out, compressing the abdomen. Retention of breath, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. Now we'll continue for another 3 times on this side. And remember, when you switch sides after the 5th round, just switch hands and do the exact same placement on the other side for 5 more rounds. So we'll continue from here. Again, make the retention of breath the time which is most comfortable for you. If you want to do it a little longer, you can do, let's say, 18. Retention on the exhale at 9. Or you could do less. On the inhale, 6. On the exhale, 3. When you change sides, try to do it on the exhale retention. And then that way you're starting fresh on the opposite side with the inhale. finish, just place both hands in mudra, four fingers and thumbs together, palms facing down. Again, just enjoy, note the sensation, calm the breath, slow the breath down. And today we'll finish the sequence here, the breath work, in lion pose. So if you're familiar with it, feel free to take the pose or open your eyes, just follow along. You want to raise your hands out in front of you, turn them back. This is ideal if you're seated here in gracious pose, so you can get your hands, palms easily flat on the mat. So just put them down there gently, make sure they're completely down. Once they're down, then you can pull the shoulder blades together, lift the head up, deep belly breath inhale here. Feel a gentle arch in the spine. And now from here, if you want to go a little bit further, that arch in the lower back, take another deep belly breath. Feel the air, send it really down all the way to the base of the spine. You'll find you can get an extra arch, perhaps find a little bit more space, pull the shoulder blades back further. So you're getting even more open passageway for the back. So this is a nice way to enjoy final rounds of breath. If you want to add another element here, I find that this pose works really, really well with the Kachari tongue lock. If you're familiar with it, try it. Or if you want to try it, it's taking the tongue, placing it at the top of the palate, the underneath part, and pressing upwards as far back as you can reach comfortably. And this moves the energy upwards as well through the crown as a nice complement to this breathing practice and pose. So again, stay here for some calm breaths. Focus the breath, sending it down all the way, getting an arch in the spine. And if you can, add the element, the tongue lock. See how that enhances the sensation of the energy. And lower your chin slowly, lift the palms, bend the elbows. Come back to seated position here, neutral position. Hands again on the knees, and mudra. And a few just gentle breaths here. Feeling the breath move all the way down to the base, coming back up to the crown of the head. Follow the breath with your internal sight. And now gently open your eyes. Join me if you can. For now, Shavasana, breath awareness using the brick. So make yourself gently over, seated onto the mat. Move the mat back just a little bit. Camera. And the first thing to do after being seated in this position is window wipers. So get the circulation back, the feet, the knees. Just move the feet side to side this way. Really, really useful after being in a seated position. Okay, so we'll just lengthen our legs out. Make sure your heels, head, and hips are all on the mat. And then once you're there, take your yoga brick, or even a cushion, just place it there on the abdomen. Shoulders are flat, palms are facing up. And we're just going to focus our awareness here on the gentle rise and fall of the brick with each breath. Closing the eyes, just slowing down the breath, letting the benefits of today's practice take even further effect. And now maintain the eyes closed. Just move the fingers, your toes. You're activating the body here a little bit. Gently remove the yoga brick, roll it, put it to one side, then just roll over to your side. Using two hands on the pillow. Realigning here on the side. A few breaths in this position. And now take both hands, bring ourselves upward. Should feel nice after that practice. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed. And then raise our hands to our heart, say Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Michael Sam's Yoga, Meditation, Breathwork channel, and see you soon.